Hello. All right. Let me move my mic closer. It's been a while again. My mind is kind of wandering all over the place right now. I just replied to a someone like on Twitter, so I was thinking of like usually I come up with like I think in my mind for like 2 minutes of how I'm gonna start the episode and then go on from there. But I kind of lost the train of thought completely after like logging out, and like talking to someone, but it's fine. Kind of know what I want to talk about
指導
anyway.
精神にのっとり
But yeah,
正々堂々
it's been a
戦おう
while, but now like in my mind I have some free time, and that's really what's important. So I guess we're back now. I'm gonna be rusty as fuck on mahjong, but listen, man. We're not making it out anyway. Like it's fine. It is. It has been 8 days since the last one, which is actually a bit short than what I had than what I was thinking in my mind, which is okay, hold on. That's interesting. That's very interesting. We can go for something like a Tanyao and we discard this. I think that might actually be like that's so good. I think that's really good, right? I think even if this is not a one of characters, it's still really good. But yeah, oh my god, that's so good. I'm drawing all the tiles I need right now. This is crazy. Half the fucking deck gets me into Tenpai. Yep, there it is. What do I want to do? I mean, it doesn't matter what the engine would prefer this because it's safer, but in reality, it doesn't matter. So now that we reach here, we have time to talk. I don't know. After the literature review coursework I did the other day, or like last week, there actually hasn't been that much more work, except I guess looking for. I'm doing an internship search, very small one this time, for like a couple days. That costed me like 10 hours of work, if even that. It's probably like 8 hours. And then Monday, Tuesday, I went rock climbing. That's like most of what I did. And then I've been going to lectures, keeping that up, which is great. Never thought I'd be able to do that for more than a week. Usually I kind of give up on like week 2, which is understandable. Professors don't always do a good job keeping me in there. But I'll talk about that later. But yeah, basically, I haven't felt like I have time to do things, and I think like I'm recalling all the stuff I've done. It's kind of like I realized the distinction between free time and like work time has kind of like disappeared completely for me. Like back in the day, I don't know if I'm old enough to say back in the day, like like that, but back in the day, I used to, I guess, when I was like grinding Osu, I guess Osu would be like my free time hobby thing, and like video games would be my free time hobby thing, and then like studying is like work, right? And then maybe somewhere in the middle there's like gym, going to the gym and like meeting with friends and stuff, right? That's kind of how it went in my mind. But now like all of that is kind of like blurred, right? Like my priorities have changed a lot over the year. No, it's 2026, but like last year, I guess. Where I don't know, it's hard to describe, but like I kind of view everything as kind of equal, right? I'm like progressing through life in just different aspects, so it doesn't really feel like I don't know. That's not a lot of points, by the way, because it's only 20 fu, which is unfortunate that that hand is this like cheap, but we're still getting something as at least we're not instantly fucking losing. This hand is interesting. It's very interesting. Okay. I mean, obviously, I see the potential 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku here. That's great. Probably not gonna get it, but good thing to keep in mind. But yeah, like nowadays, it's like everything feels kind of like a chore, but at the same time, everything feels kind of fun, right? Okay, we discard this one. We want to keep the one for the potential 1, 2, 3, but I don't know if that's actually taken into account. But you know, 1 and the white dragon is kind of equivalent in that regards anyway. And now we discard it anyway, because that's the correct thing to do. Yeah, so fuck. I think we discard this one because we need a pair. Yeah, I think we do. What was I on about? Yeah, everything kind of feels like a chore, and everything, and the upside is that everything also kind of doesn't feel like a chore, right? So like even the studying part, like going to lectures and learning, somehow, I mean, I've always had interest in like the subject I'm learning, which is like computer science, but somehow, because my priorities in life, where it's not just about, okay, there's work and there's fun, and the work is like you go through the work and then you have fun, and that gives you the dopamine, right? Now that's all kind of gone, right? That's all just gone. Now it's just like everything's kind of similar. So like you can pick this one when it feels right, and then sometimes you pick the other one. Obviously, it's still pretty hard to focus when I'm like studying, because like that requires brain power to like listen to like every sentence carefully during the lecture and like think about it, which is like, it's not easy regardless. Also, we are like omega folding because there's absolutely no reason for us to push here. I don't know. I don't. We could have gone Suji. I've been so rusty. I missed the most obvious Suji ever. I'm so sorry. That's gonna get me like a whole grade down. That just put me from like, I'm probably getting like an A plus here, but like because of that discard, that's like A minus now. And I'm not even kidding. That's probably what happened. But yeah, there's that. So it always feels like nowadays that I don't have time for anything. But in reality, it's like I'm never gonna have time for anything ever. If my mindset is like that, because everything, like, I can do, like, there's so much to do always, right? Because there's no limiter for like work and free time. It's all just time spent on doing things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 7, 9, 2, 3. Yeah, we discard this one. It's pretty obvious. Yeah, so that's why I haven't been making these videos at all, or like why I've been feeling so busy. But these few days it's been nice. I'm more relaxed for some reason. I'm not too sure why. We'll think about that later. Hold on. Yeah, this doesn't help. Okay, and also, really stupid thing. I'm like a bit sick now, and it's for really dumb reasons. Like back when I didn't live alone, I wasn't studying. I was back in like Hong Kong and shit. I basically never got sick. Like when I was younger and living with my family, I basically never got sick, and I just thought I had a really strong immune system, which might still be true, right? But now that I've gone to the UK and gone sick, I'm not that sick like that often, but like whenever I'm sick, I'm starting to grasp the reason why. And like, so this time it's really fucking stupid. I got sick because on like Thursday, I went to go out to play Mai, right? Or like just going to the arcade to play arcade rhythm games, which is kind of what I usually do when I have. I try to do that for once a week, right? It's not like I'm like addicted. I mean, of course I'm not addicted, but like I want to keep a routine, you know. So I I don't lose my skills. Like I try to keep up, and that's kind of goes the same for like every other hobby, like going to the gym and bouldering. Kind of works the same. Okay, hold up. Do I want more tile efficiency? Why not? Why not, right? And it does help, I think. This does help by quite a bit. No? I'm too locked in on talking to think about tile efficiency. Let's keep going. It's probably not gonna matter anyway. Okay, that's good. We discard this now because it's more dangerous later on. Because it's close to it's right next to the Dora. Yep. I mean, that's nothing I could have done there, I think. It's too hot. Go, take it, whatever. I'm like fucking out of breath when I talk because like my nose is like clogged. And it's really fucking dumb. But yeah. I got sick because I went to play My at the arcade the other day. And the problem with that arcade specifically is that you get to play as much as you want for like as long as it's open. So you gotta pay an entry fee, which is pretty interesting for an arcade. But it's mostly because the UK the arcade machines aren't licensed, so like it's all like none of them are like official servers, I think, which is pretty funny. I mean, are they? I have no idea, but basically, it is a you pay an entry fee and then all the machines in there is free for a certain amount of time, which is as long as they're open. And the interval for that particular day is 5 p.m. to 11, which is like a really annoying time for me because that fucks up. Like that's usually when people eat and shit, right? Okay. This is redundant. Like, people have dinner usually any time between 5 and 11. Like, maybe 6 and 10, right? So, basically, I have to go in there and, like, starve for quite a bit, which doesn't have to happen, but because I'm, like, really bad at managing time, or, like, I'm really bad at managing my meals, well, I'm not that bad, but it's like, if you eat at different times, it's harder to fit the time slots, and it just becomes annoying to deal with. I don't know what to do here. It's a really weird hat. The problem, I don't. Do we open this? Let's think. Because we can go for Toy Toy. We can absolutely go for Toy Toy, I think. Why did we throw out Dora? Because we don't want to lock in ourselves into a really dumb situation. And then we're 1 away from 10 by now, which is great. This is also a perfect Ishanten. Yep, it is. Okay, that's great. We reach here, and that's a easy 2-Han, guaranteed. That's really good. Of course, we reach you. We also have a chance to for calling if we draw into any of these 2 tiles, which would be pretty cool. Yeah. So basically, I went to the arcade. I like my lunch. I tried to get it later, but it clashes with my lecture time, so I couldn't schedule it as well. So like I had lunch around like 3, like 2 to 3, and then I went to the arcade from like 6 to like 11. So basically, I didn't have food for like 8 hours plus. And I know I could have brought food in there, but I was like, dude, I'm fine. Like, it doesn't matter. So like, basically, and like, my is like fucking physically intensive, and it's like fucking, like it's like intense cardio, basically. I hit 3 Oradoras. That's fucking crazy. Wait, let's see it. Which one? Let's fucking go. It's a honey mod. Oh my god, that's crazy. Whew. Okay. But yeah, I basically... So I signed up myself into not eating for 8 hours and also doing intense cardio for like a couple hours. Like it's more like 4 hours of intense cardio, but like with breaks in between. That's basically what it was. So I did that. Like at the end of the session, I was feeling like, dude, I'm about to fucking get a forearm cramp. Like doing all the fucking hitting and shit while starving because I was just like, I was starving that bad. And like I couldn't even play that well because I was like hungry and like starving. So like when I got out of the arcade, which one do I throw? Doesn't matter, right? Yeah. Probably 9, maybe 9. I don't know. But I got out of the arcade and it was like, it's the UK winter, right? So obviously it's cold. And like because I was starving and my body couldn't generate heat, and like when you're also starving, it's like easier to like get sick. That's basically what happened. I was like walking back home with like starving in like the cold weather with like strong winds and shit. And, like I mean that's really dumb, but like that's how I got sick, which is like pretty easily preventable, but I just didn't care. I don't think it's worth to keep this. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. But yeah, there's just been a lot of hobbies or like stuff I'm trying to do. Hold on. We throw this one first. Like, the one thing I haven't talked about, which is learning Japanese, that I started this year on like the 1st of January. It wasn't really like a New Year resolution or anything. It just kind of happened on its own. Dude, I'm like really out of breath. Like this is so dumb because I cannot breathe through my nose. Like I can't do it. I need to take breaks between speaking, or else I'm gonna fucking die from like no oxygen or some shit. It's not because I'm thinking of things to say. I wanna keep going actually, but like I physically cannot. Fuck. I don't even know why I'm coughing. I'm not sick like that, but yeah. Got a new hobby. Today marks the first day of finishing my. What am I finishing? I mean, okay, first month of doing Anki, and today I finished the Kaishi 1.5k deck, and that's pretty cool because I don't know. It's usually a pretty big milestone, but for me, it doesn't feel like that because I already knew like quite a bit of Japanese before then. And the deck is kind of mostly to like remind me of like the vocabs I already know, and then maybe learning like a couple hundreds here and there. But like I did that over this month, and I got through all of it today, which is pretty nice. We might need to lock in a little bit because I think we can get into Senpai without fucking ourselves over. We can definitely do it. We are 1 away. We would sheen to a 4-off circle, I think, maybe. I mean, the 4-off characters is more valuable, actually. That's pretty safe. I need to lock in here for this. Hold on. So, wait, 5 is the Dora. There's no way I can drop this. I can't drop this, but I want to be in Senpai. Wait, I'm first place. Why am I doing this? I don't have to do this. But I am in Senpai, though. I mean, I wasn't out of folding options, but I'm in Senpai. There's no reason to not take the Senpai because you know there's like there's chances like that where if I fold to him, I might to right lord, I might deal into left lord who's also Senpai, and that wasn't actually that like uncommon because like it's late into the game and like anyone could be in Senpai. So like getting into Senpai, like the best offense there might be the best defense. So I don't think Maka will scold me on that. I'll have to check in a bit. But yeah. Oh, these are some really good tiles. What the hell? But yeah, I go through that deck. Most of it, it's like I did like 30. What the fuck? I did like 30 words a day, new words a day, and then I did the. This is safe, right? Okay. 30 words a day, and then kind of got through it. But like the first like few 500 to 600, it was like really easy. Like I just got through them in like 2 days. It was kind of funny, but I'll just throw whatever. There's nothing like, I can't fold. I mean I can, but like why would I do that? Okay. Good for you, I guess. This nose clock thing is making it, the commentary really hard. Like I'm getting some really good starting hands. It's kind of crazy. Like usually have you like on average I think you get like 1 completed shape, but here I have like 2, and like this is really good, and I have a Dora as well. This is a Rishi Pinfu ass hand, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna get rid of all the terminals first. But yeah, one thing. Hold on, it's too quick to move on to another topic. But yeah, I've been also been reading visual novels in Japanese as one of the ways to learn. Hold on. There's a pure straight chance, and I kind of want to go for it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, I've been learning through reading visual novels, and the one I'm reading right now is Nuki Tashi. I'm basically doing that very default text hooker, and then you okay, this tile, okay, like text hooker and then Yomi time to translate, and then the visual novel like kind of the words is imported onto the text hooker in real time. So I've been doing that. It's been great. Fuck, these are some annoying ass tiles that I need to think about. It's like pausing my commentary a whole lot. I'm so sorry about that. This I might have to give up on the pure straight because two of my moves gone, and like one of the 5 is like in the wall. Like there's no point going for it. It's pretty hard, and also we do need a pair, so we're likely gonna use this for a boot pair. Whatever, go fuck yourself. That's a half flush. Pure straight. I mean, there's nothing I could have done there. Like that's fucked up. Hopefully we get to keep our first place. I mean, the last round I was going, yeah, one of the things I should have thought about is going for speedy wins over a value like pure straight or whatever. But you know that wasn't really a big trade. There wasn't a big trade-off between value and speed there, so I didn't particularly mind. But yeah. Hold on, give me some time to breathe here. I need some breathing room. That's a good tile. Yeah. Okay. I've been learning Japanese. That's been going great. I never thought. I mean, I wouldn't say I never thought, but I didn't think it goes this smoothly. Because when you start out learning Japanese, it's like so fucking boring, right? Because you can't just start reading. You gotta go through all the basics, right? And like learning without media consumption is like fucking miserable. But over the past like just a lot of years of like passively consuming anime and learning Japanese on and off, I'm at the level right now where I can read, and it's like read visual novels, and it's pretty enjoyable. And the passive learning is mostly like me watching anime, right? We push here. I think we push here. We're 1 away from Senpai, and like we want to keep our first place. And if let's think. We don't even have a good Senpai, that's a problem. Huh. But at least we have 2 full tiles. Which is fine. Because this is like a single-sided way. It's like a fake double-sided way. Hold on. What do I do here? Do I push or do I fold? 7 is safe, 6 is safe. So 9s are safe. That's good to know. Okay, it's good. I guess I wouldn't have gotten any single 6 of Bamboo anyway. So now we're second, which isn't the worst. Usually second is really good, but I'm really craving for a first place finish. You know, like I'm kind of, it's kind of overdue. I'm not gonna lie. But you know, if the game doesn't want to give it to me, there's nothing I can do. Okay, but yeah, learning has been really fun. Japanese, it's like now it's gonna consolidate into one of my actual hobbies now. I think that's gonna persist for quite a while because it's actually fun now. Like back then, also because I'm like a stupid child. Like I couldn't. My goal in life back then, or like the only motivation I had to do stuff was video games and like getting better at video games. Like, of course I have interest in stuff, but like I was never disciplined enough. Or like I don't even like the word discipline, because it's I wouldn't say I have discipline on stuff. Like it's purely like hijacking my brain's like dopamine system or whatever to basically make me motivated to do stuff. Like it's never really disciplined. Like I only do something every day because I want to do it, or otherwise like it's kind of impossible. Like no matter, we throw the Dora early because we kind of don't need it. Let's think. How do we even get first place from this? Because having 2 of these from the pair means we don't even get Pinfu, which is gonna make it quite difficult to get enough points for first place. The ideal case is we draw into the South Wind, which is very unlikely. And then we can do a Ricci South Wind, and then that's like an extra, like that's like 40 Fu locked in. So like that's already 3k points, I think. So we're kind of basically only hoping for that. Yeah, we're hoping for a South Wind by drawing, which I don't think is gonna happen. Okay. Well, speaking of my hobbies, I think I'm gonna be more active. So obviously I'm going back to the gym. I talked about this before. I thought like, oh man, like I couldn't possibly go to the gym and also rock climb every week, and like it'll be like I gotta pick either one, you know. But like, you know what? I have to. Like, there's no reason why I wouldn't take the run, even if it means I can't get a first place. Like I might get hit with a manga and suddenly go to fourth place. Like I wouldn't want that, right? So unfortunately, I have to take this. I think even Maka wouldn't hate me for it, because there's really no upgrades I can get. It's kind of unfortunate that that's the case. But yeah. Something that was limiting my mind before. Oh, 6-7 points. Hell yeah. Actually, I take that back. This is getting first, second place isn't so bad, you know. But yeah, something that's been limiting my mind was like, oh, I would never have time for both gym and rock climbing because and then it stops, you know. Like there's no reason why I can't. I have like all the free time in the world right now. Like I don't, or like I have all the time in the world right now. A minus is, I kind of expected it. I'm super rusty, but yeah, it's like now I don't need to spend time on video games. I can just go outside for the gym whenever I'm going for like a lecture. I can just go to the gym and it'll be like it's pretty time efficient as well, you know. I play like shit, but that's fine. We'll see. We'll skim through because I mean I know I'm not warmed up at all, so it's kind of normal. Yeah, I kind of suspected that 6 would be better here. That was my bad. That's fine. I don't know what I was thinking. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, I'm super rusty. Let's just go back to the choices that I wasn't sure about. That I don't really remember. Yeah, that's nothing I could have done there. This is the best tile. So I got hit with 7.7k, nothing I could have done. And then here. Oh fuck, I didn't mean to do that. I mean, this one doesn't really matter, right? It's because I kind of wanted to go for first place. This is like a stylistic choice. Who cares? And then let's see the pawn. Wait, pawn is 100, right? Not 100, but like the correct one. 62, yeah. I definitely take it. Like, there's no reason not to. It's pretty obvious. And then... Yep. That's that. So... That was a pretty short episode. Like, I talked about mostly what I wanted to talk about. Which is fine. Alright. I'll try to make more of these in the future. I mean, a little bit more often. Because I might get into it more, but I feel like I have time right now. It's kind of weird, but... So yeah, I'm going to be able to do more of these, hopefully. Alright.